Hello everybody, welcome back to another Photoshop tutorial. In this one, I'm going to show you how to replicate that very cool look from the Predator. This is a thermal image or a heat map type style. And if you go over here, you'll see here that I've got this bulldog, or actually it's a boxer, pardon me. And this is a standard boxer, and then I sort of heat mapped the pupper, and yeah, we had a little bit of fun with this one. So I'm going to show you how to do this in just about 2 minutes. So let's start from scratch and follow along with me. Alright, so step one, load up any image of your choice. In this case, I've got this beautiful boxer dog. And now let's get cracking. The first step is I'm going to go to the left side here to my selection tool. And in particular, I'm going to select the quick selection tool. And then I'm going to go up to the top here and select the subject. So I'm going to click on this down arrow, make sure that cloud is selected because it gives you a better result. And then just left click, select subject. When you do that, very quickly here, you'll see here that it's done a very good selection of just the dog and not the background. So I want the dog to be not the background because that would make more sense. So the next step is you want to hold down the command key on a Mac or the control key on a PC and then press the letter J. When you do that, this makes a layer via copy. So what we've done essentially is we've made a copy of the dog, but not the background layer. So we're now just going to go ahead and work on the thermal imaging or the heat map of the dog. All right, so with the bottom layer turned off and just the top layer turned on, or the layer via copy that we just created, now what you want to do is you want to create a gradient map. I know gradient map, heat map, they sound pretty similar. Well, it is. So let me show you how this goes. So what you want to do is you want to go down here to the bottom, and then you're going to see here, create new fill or adjustment layer. Click on that, and then just basically go down here to the bottom and select gradient map. When you do that, it's going to default select a gradient for you, and don't worry about it. You can go ahead and make all the adjustments you want. So what you want to do here is once you've done that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on reverse. So I'm going to reverse the coloring on this. This is just something, you don't have to do this, but it makes it easier in my opinion. So I've clicked on reverse, and now I'm going to click on this down arrow. And what I want is under basics, you'll see here one that says black to white. So I'm going to hover over this one here, and then it should say black to white, but it's not hovering, but whatever. So we want the black to white. There it is, black comma white. This is the one we want to work with. It's the easiest in my opinion. So we've gone ahead, selected that gradient map. Now what you want to do is you want to just click on the coloring here. So anywhere between the white and the black, just click anywhere in this basic line or rectangle. And this basically loads up the gradient map coloring. We've got the black on the left and the white on the right. And these are called stops. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually basically just going to click on this I'm just going to double click on the black, and it allows me to swap out whatever color I want. So right now it's set to black, but in this case, I'm going to set it to a dark red, just so you guys can see where we're going with this. So let's go with something nice and dark. Yeah, let's go with something like that, and then click on OK. So we're going now and creating our heat map or our thermal imaging effect. I'm going to go forward a little bit on the down here on the gradient, and then you'll see here if I hover over the rectangle here between the colors, I get an eyedropper, but if I hover a little bit below it, you'll see I get a finger, and this is basically allowing me to add a stop. So I'm going to click on right about there. I'm going to add another color stop. I'm going to double click on it, and this one will be the blue. Let's go with a dark blue, for example. And again, we can adjust all of these colors as we see fit. I just want to show you the technique, and then we'll just keep going from there. So there we go. We've got a bit of a red in there. We've got some blue. I'm going to go a little further down here, and in this one, I'm going to bring in some of that green. So I'm going to bring in a green like that maybe. Oh yeah, let's go bright green. Why not? Okay. And then what other colors did we have? There was a little bit of purple in there as well. So I'm going to click kind of right beside it. I'm going to double click on this, and I'm going to add in kind of that purple look to it. So we've got some green there, we've got some blue, we've got some red, and again you can just see that I can just pull these apart and adjust these colors as I see fit. So you're not locked into anything, nothing's stuck. And then if I wanted to add in another color, let's say maybe this one will be a bit more of that, I don't know, kind of like between a red and a purple, somewhere in there. Yeah, let's go with a darker color. Yeah, let's go with something like that. There we go. This is a good color. add that color in, and literally I'm just going ahead and adding in the colors, adjusting them as I see fit, and creating the thermal imaging or the heat map effect just like that. So I've actually gone ahead and saved the one that I like, so I'm just going to load it just to show you. But there we go. We've got red, and then we got some spaces. We got some blue, then a darker blue, then another red, and then a blue, and then a green at the end there. And this looks pretty convincing to me. So these are some colors that I would use. But again, go nuts, try it out, do whatever works for you. That's the technique. Thanks for watching.